All right, good morning, everybody. As you guys know, this is the hive that the queen flew away due to my mistake. So I think I'm gonna get into it, see how many queen cups they've made, try to do a thorough inspection, and you know, who knows? Maybe make some splits, maybe not split it today, but think about splitting this off if I've got several queen cups, and we'll just see how it goes. But you know, being a new beekeeper, I'm gonna make mistakes and things are gonna happen, and now we gotta try to make chicken salad from chicken poop. So we're gonna see what we got. But anyway, let me get geared up and we'll get into it. Okay, everybody, got my gloves on, got my jacket on, got my veil on, got a hive tool, and we're gonna get into this hive and try to do a little bit of an inspection and see just what we come up with. See what the bees are doing. Let me move some stuff here. Obviously, got my little milk jug food container. I do have some syrup down there, so let's take this pollen patty off, see how they're doing with this. They're working on it, working on that pollen patty. Set it over here so they can continue. See, check my beetle trap. Nothing but ants in the beetle trap. So we'll gonna take that on my food shim there, feeder ring, and for some reason it doesn't fit perfect in here, but I've got 1, 2, 3 frames full in the center, which is when I added this extra box. Let's see what they're doing over on this frame. They could get a little upset with me this morning. Hope not. Let's see if we can get this out of here. Alright, so building a little bit of comb. Very little bit of syrup. I don't particularly care for these frames, but they are what they are. I may replace those with some of the black. This is one of the original frames that I put in when I got the swarm. They did a good job putting that up. Stores, lots of nectar in here. Syrup, probably mainly syrup, guys. See no queen cells on that one. Put that right back in. This is one of my new foundationless frames that I put in here. No queen cells on there. Little bit of pollen. Got a little bit of pollen in there and a little bit of syrup. This was a foundationless frame that my mentor gave me. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this or not, but there is a queen cup that they are working on right there. There's a bee face down in it. This is kind of heavy because this has a lot of syrup in it, but looks like they're building one out right here. Building one out right here, so that's 2. There's one right there. There's 3. That one, she's all the way down in. So right here, 3. There's another one, she's all the way down in. So looks like we got 3 on this side. See if there's any on the other side going on. There's one up there, it looks like. Actually, 2 side by side. So that's 4 or 5. Some cap brood down in there. Looks like they're trying to get organized there. So we know we got 4 or 5 on that frame right there. Put them back in. They started drawing out some more comb over here. These are still swarm bees here. So we put them back in. So looks like we got about 4 to 5 queen cups on the top. Move all these back together just like they were. Put this one back in. The other one actually looks better than this one. I don't like these. This blue frame with the blue on it's one that I actually got from my other hives that I bought. Just move this. Set it right down here. Since we know there's no queen in this box. See what they're doing to the bottom here. Looks like they got 1-2 frames solid. The forgers are already working today. Now, this was a new starter strip that I put in here when I made the split. Looks like they've got some nectar, some pollen right in here. Pollen. Really kind of some green pollen and some yellow pollen in there, and a bunch of some syrup. So same thing on this side. Let's see if they're doing anything to this other one here. They're not building much comb. They're building a little bit of comb down here now. A little bit on this acorn plastic. Of course, it looks like it was defective from the factory a little bit in there. So we'll put that one back in. This is another starter strip that I had put in here. Crushed bee right there. I'll get her out of there. Another queen cup right there that they're building. So that's 6. Couple little cap brood in here. Some pollen. Little waggle dance going on right here. See her waggling in there. Hopefully. Another queen cup right there. So it's like 8. Little bit of pollen down in there, no jelly yet. We get busy on those. Cleaning some cells out. Might have to set this one out too. Put that right back in for right now. Got some stuff on the bottom needs to be cleaned out. Drawing a little bit of comb on this. Not a lot. Bunch of stuff. I'm gonna set this one over to the side. This other. And drawing some comb out on this one, on one side. So not a lot. Just gonna stack those up over here. And I'm gonna try to scoop some of this junk out of the bottom. Mostly old pollen patty and wax. Bunch of debris. Debris on the grass there. Stuff that they can't get out because of the way I have my hive made here. So while I'm in here being intrusive to them, I figure I'll go ahead and help them out a bit if I can. Some of this stuff out. is where they've cleaned stuff out, looks like. Just go ahead and move these over. Got some pollen patty in the bottom over here that fell. So, looks like we got about 8 cells in here. Don't know how many of them is going to be viable. Really don't. Really don't know. But if we get 8, maybe I should have done this out of the hive. If we got 8, maybe crush bee. Another reason not to go in these that often, which I know this is kind of counterintuitive for, but I really needed to know what I'm working with here after my mistake. So I really, I mean, they are, oh, that was an extra one. They like that one for some reason. Maybe I should have just gave them that one. Let's see, one of these other ones. Put this back together. Haven't seen any hive beetles or anything. So, looking like we got about 8 cells. Let's go ahead and put this. I think I'm gonna leave the got lots of ants around here. I think I'm gonna leave the beetle blaster out of the top because it doesn't even appear to be doing anything for them. Put a little more syrup in here. But it doesn't look like it's catching anything but ants. And I've got another beetle barn at the bottom. Smush bee in the pollen patty there. Put that down. I'm gonna put that right back on top here. And this, for some reason, doesn't sit down in between the frames very well. Maybe I'll put it in. Anything we can do at this point to help them out probably be a good thing. But yep, that's so that's the situation. We've got, turn this on. All right, so that's the situation. We've got about 8 queen cups in here. Don't know. Figure by now they would have had to move some larvae. So I don't know if any of these cups will actually benefit the hive at all. We're gonna have to keep an eye on it, and if we get a number of them, maybe do a split. But it's hard to say at this point what we're gonna do. But if we get several cups that are viable, queen cells, we're probably just gonna split it out and try to make multiple hives out of this one, and or at least, you know, 1 or 2, and possibly, you know, we can cage up some of those cells and maybe take them to my mentor who has an incubator. We can incubate some queens. But if you got some suggestions or ideas, please drop them in the comments and see what we can do with this hive. But right now, definitely queenless, due to my mistake trying to mark the queen. If you didn't see that video, check it out. It was yesterday's, and we'll try to move forward on this. Thank you.